All right, so welcome to this section. We are going to code the third options of the menu. Remember, let's run the program again to see. So as you can see here, we have the first one, add book. We've completed that, and list all books. We've done that. Then display a book's details. So but before that, I remember one thing in the last video in listing all books. The instruction says that here that books, these are formatted list all books, and then if there are no books in the 2D list, your function should print out an appropriate message. So we did not include that in our coding. So let's code it in a way that if the list is empty, then we should have an appropriate message list displayed to the user. So in this case, if we go back to here, list all books. This is our list all books here. We have to give it a condition. All these computations should take place only if the book list is not empty. So if the book list is not empty, which means the length of this book must be greater than 0. So let's give it that condition. So we should say here, if length books is greater than if length books is greater than 0, all right, that's when all this computation should take place. All this. So put it in that block there. Okay. If length is greater than 0, else you should print out appropriate message. Okay. Then here we say else. Okay. Print there are no books in the shop. Okay. Exclamation mark. All right. Let's see that out. So let's print with the list not being empty. Make sure everything's working. We didn't break anything. 2. Okay, we print the list. Okay, that's the list there. Now let's render the list empty. So let's go back up here where we are populating the list. This is our list declared here, and then we are populating this list with these books here. So let's comment this one out so that it should be empty. So no appending to the list. So the list is currently empty now. So we should expect to see an appropriate message. There are no books in the shop displayed to the user. Let's see if that's the case. Run again now and then choose 2. All right. So you see here, there are no books in the shop. And then the menu is returned to the user. Let's choose 2 again. Same message. There are no books in the shop. And then a menu, and let's choose 1. Let's add a book. Let's add a book. We've chosen 1. Let's add a book. Let's get a number there, an ISBN. Let's get this ISBN there and just modify it a little bit. Okay, let's get this ISBN. We know the book, so that ISBN doesn't exist because the list is empty. So let's just, what am I doing there? Let's just paste that one. So the side, we're here. So enter ISBN in the. So let's just put the one we just copied as the first one. It should accept it. Yeah, title, new title 1. Okay, Bonnie, Clyde. Okay, enter stop. 12, it should say invalid entry, yes. So say 4, 6. Enter cost price, less 15, 56 euros, and let's enter selling price, let's say 45, it should say invalid. All right, because it shouldn't be, selling price shouldn't be less than cost price. And since we've entered 56 as cost price, so selling price should be higher than 56. Let's say we entered same 56, it should instead say invalid also, should be more. So let's just say 75, and then it takes that into account. Now we have a list now. So we have, so let's list the book. We should have one book in the list. All right, so there we go. We have one book in the list by author Bonnie Clyde. Let's add another book. So let's go to option 1 again to add book. Let's use the same ISBN that we use. It should invalidate this. It should say the ISBN already exists. You see, the ISBN already exists. Okay, so let's paste it again and then just modify it. 67, and then let's say instead of 797 now we say 798. Okay, all right, enter the title, new book 2. Okay, Clyde, John, her name is John, Abby, whatever, stock 8, cost price 95, selling price 150. Okay, now we've added another book. Let's list our books. Now we should have 2 books, and there we go, we have 2 books. All right, everything is working as planned. All right, so that's it. So we've included that option there. All right, so let's uncomment this one back to get our list populated again. All right, so we've tested the option when the list is empty, and it is working. Our code is working very well. All right, now so let's go now to code the third option, if option is equals to 3. All right, so here we have if option is equals to 2. Now we should go if option is equals to 3. If option is equals to 3, here we put 3, and then we should call the view book details. Let's see what is said in the document specification. View book details. Is it here? View book details. View _book_ details. Okay, let's go there. We should say, instead of this one, we should say view _books_ details. Okay, and it should also take the book list and the ISBN of the book that we are seeking to get the details of. Okay, so ISBN. Okay, and this function, this method, we don't yet have it, so we're going to code it in a while, in a bit. So let's just finish this section here. That's it. So it's going to take. So let's define the ISBN. It is said that we should get the ISBN of the book, which is to be get the details of from the user. So we say if option a view book details function that takes 2D lists of the books and an ISBN as parameter and displays the details of that book in a formatted manner. And if the ISBN is not found in the list, an appropriate message should be displayed to the user. All right, let's go to this. Let's see what is on this side here. The third is okay, the ISBN of the book to be viewed should be read in from the user and passed with 2D list of books as parameter to the view book details function. This is what we just did here. So we need to collect this ISBN from the user before passing it to the function call. All right, as argument. Okay, so this is what the ISBN as specified, and this is the book list. So but we need to get the ISBN from the user. So before passing it, we need to come here and say ISBN is equals to input. Okay, we want to collect that from the user. We want to say enter ISBN. We're repeating the same thing up there. So what I'm saying is, you remember here, what did we say here? Oh no, it's underneath the add book function. In the add book function, we are requesting ISBN from the user. Okay, this list book. Now the add book function, enter ISBN. So this is what we're doing here. So let's copy the same thing here and go to our menu here. And then this is exactly what we're doing here, repeating the same thing. All right, okay. Then we have to give it a filter to validate the number. So remember, that's we have to validate that number entered by the user as well. So as you can see here, a validated number, we have to call this validated number and pass in the number as well. That is why we declared this validated number at the class level, so that we can use the instance to access it, so that other features of this system can also access that same validated number, instead of us writing that validation over and over again. So that's why it was at the class level. So we do the same validation. So we say valid num. We come here and say, we will give a filter valid num, call it valid number. Num is equals to self dot validate number, and we give it the book list. Okay, self dot validate number, we are passing in that ISBN that we just got from the user. All right, why not validate number? So we loop now until a valid number is entered. So if the number is not valid, then the system should still ask the user to validate that number again, to input another number again. So we say while not this filter here, while the valid number is not true, so that's what it means. Why not validate number? Then we do the same again. We could also use recursive function for this, as we did in add number. So what this section is doing, what we are doing here with this while loop, is the same as what we did here with a recursive function. So what that while loop is doing is the same as what this function is doing, this get ISBN function is doing. Okay, it will do that until a valid number is got. You see, get number in, wait, no, not this one. So we said ISBN is equal to get ISBN. So the get ISBN would never return ISBN until a valid number is entered. So this function will keep checking each time the user enters a number until a valid number is gotten. And when the valid number is gotten, it will then return the invalid entry. It will then return the valid number here. Without which it will keep repeating, printing wrong on and calling the get num again recursively. So this while loop is doing the same thing as this recursive function is doing. All right, same thing. So same programming, different style. All right. So and then so we say option, yes, the valid num is equal to the valid num. Then we say self the book option book details, self the view book details. So if no, so we get out of the while loop if a valid number is gotten, and then this is supposed to be okay. Save the book details, get the ISBN. We go down now. We don't have the book details now. We're gonna get it in a while, a bit now. So then we are returning the menu. So let's go now and code these view book details. All right. Let's go now and code these view book details function. So here we have add book, we have list book. Okay, and list book finishes here. And then let's go to view book details. Dev view book details. Something's wrong there. You should say serve that. Okay. There view book, there's a space, that's why. Okay, shouldn't be any space there. Okay, view book details. it takes in the book list. It takes in the book list and the ISBN. Okay. So we come here and we say index is equals to self.exist. Remember this exist function method that we coded with self.exist, and we are passing in the list. We're sending the list and the ISBN to check if it exists. Okay, remember this exist function, it returns a number, the position of the ISBN, if it is found, if it exists in the system. So this is here. If it exists, remember this exists here, it returns the index or it returns none. All right, this exists method here. Okay, in our method helper. So index equals self, we are passing this, and then if index is not none, if it returns a number. So if index is not none, okay, then we say book, because if the index is none, then the book doesn't exist in the system. Okay, else if it is none, the book doesn't exist. That's what it means. So if index is not none, then we say book is equals to list index. So the book so we get the book at the index in the list at index at the position where it is the exists return. Okay. So we're not to format the printing now. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say print F format thing. I'm just gonna say go to new line there. New line. Then I'm just gonna say then my variable here self dot book details. I'm just gonna write the title here, book details. All right, I'm just gonna say book details. Then I'm just gonna say is that right? Book details, that should be a string. No, do I know? I just need to say I don't need this F formatting here. Don't need book details there. Book details a string. Okay, let's just say new line here. New line, and then new line here. Small n. Small n, new line. Okay. Then I'm gonna say again print F ISBN self dot format. Remember our format ISBN. I get that back. Self dot ISBN. Then I said book dot ISBN. Okay. So I'll go book dot ISBN. Okay. New line. New line. Then I do the same for title. Do same for title. F title book dot title, new line. I'm gonna be doing the same thing like this till I get all the properties. So in this case, it's not title anymore. This is just gonna be author, and then book dot. I'm just gonna concatenate now first name and last name. So book dot first name, and then space another variable here in the string, book dot last name. All right. Here this is gonna be not title anymore. This is gonna be stock. I'm just gonna say book dot stock. Book dot stock. Then the next one will be cost price, then selling price. So this is gonna be cost price, selling price, profit. Let's include profit. So cost price, it's gonna be book dot c price, and then this is gonna be selling price, and then book dot selling s price, book dot s price, and then this is gonna be profit, and then this is gonna be book dot profit. Do we have profit in the list at least? No, we don't. I think we get the value at the end. We don't store that profit at all. We don't. Let me get the book class. No, the book class doesn't have profit. All right. So we're gonna compute that. Okay. If you like, we can leave that aside because it's not required, but just so we know, we just get the let's leave that. Okay. Yeah, let's leave that. We're not required to display the profit. Okay, if we need to, we can just compute that, which will be book dot selling price times stock minus book dot cost price times stock, which is easy. All right, so that's what we have there. If index is not known, okay, that's what we have there. If index is not known, then we say else print the book was not found. So if it is known, if it is not known, this is what we get. But if it is known, else we print the book was not found. Okay, and then let's run it and see. All right, I see red squiggling somewhere. We have error somewhere, 2 errors. Let's see. End of statement, that line 71, and then on resolve reference book details on line 70, that's same 71. Okay, let's go to line 71. Line 71, what do we do there? Okay, serve.view. Okay, that's this space which is there. That's what the problem is. Okay, let's run now and use the third option. Is it 3 or 4? Okay, third option. Okay, 3. Enter ISBN of the book. Okay, so let's just, no, we don't have any ISBN. Let me go and get one ISBN of the book we want to get. The book must exist in the system. Let's get a book that exists in the system. Let's get this third one, the 3, the third one. Okay, let's go back down. Okay, this is where we are. Paste this one here. All right, so let's see if it returns. Okay, yeah, it gives us the data of the book. All right, so it says the author is Tina Peterson. Let's see, the author is Tina Peterson. This is the name of the author, Tina Peterson. Tina Peterson, and the title of the book is Tina Peterson Book 1. This is here, Tina Peterson. What is the title? The Tina Peterson Book 1, and this is the ISBN All right, so it's actually working. You see, it gets the ISBN and formats it. So you see the purpose of declaring the ISBN, the format ISBN at the class level. So this one, every other feature can access that same method. So the get book properties actually working very well. You see, the selling price is 9, the cost price is 5. You see there, and the stock is 7. The stock is 7. Let's get another book. So let's go 3 again. 3 again. Okay, let's go list book 2. We'll list all books. Then let's go 3 again. Then let's get a book which doesn't exist. So let's place that our label there and then change a couple of numbers there. Let's just make a wrong ISBN first. Let's put 6 here. It should be say wrong. What did it say there? Well, it didn't allow us to continue. It should say it wrong, but anyways, it didn't allow us to continue because it's wrong. So let's put it again and then get another one which yeah, is same. Let's get a different one this time. Let's get this second one. Okay, and then it brings out the details of that second one. All right, so you can see, so our function get view book detail is working very well. And when the book is not found, let's put a list that doesn't exist, put 0 here. It should say it's not found. Let's see, it didn't say anything. We put 0 here, it didn't just compute. It should say print, else print, book wasn't found. That's what we say it should say. It should say book wasn't found. Is it saying? It's not saying that. Where are we? Okay, it should say it wasn't found. So it should say it wasn't found, else print, the book was not found. Okay, let's run it again. Paste this one. What is this? Oh no, we have to choose. That's the point. All right, we've not chosen 3. We need to choose 3. 3 to view display a book's details. Okay, then we need to paste this one. Okay, the book was found in this case because that's what I copied. That exists. There's a book. Now let's choose 3 again. See the option to display a book's details, 3, and then the ISBN of the book. We paste this and then we change the last one so that it shouldn't be found. Let's put 4 here, and it says the book was not found here. See, and then it returns the menu again. So that function, that option is working very well. So in the next video we code the 4th function. Okay.